It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Chiefs coming up next.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career. Get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
And that play gets nothing, so no gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll motion a tight end right. Mahomes now on 2nd down. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, KC. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. Here's 2nd and 2. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. And he'll take it on in. Kadarius Toney. Touchdown, Chiefs. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Second down and 8. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Oh! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. First down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. On second down, Mahomes. That's complete left side to Tony. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Tony. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of...
Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And the Falcons are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. He's got it to London. To the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 2. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's 2nd best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. One quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Akers. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. They'll throw out of the gun. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Coop for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Yellow. They put Kelsey in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. It's a pickup of 12. And the Chiefs have a first down. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. He finds Tony. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get about 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Akers. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Atlanta. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Yellow.
That's taken in by Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got a man. That's Tony. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. To the left side. Caught by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Falcons, 47.
On second down, Pacheco. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on first down. This one into the hands of Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They put Kelsey in motion. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Running is Akers. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. A throw on the run is complete. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Throwing now on third and long. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard
They
line.
put Kelsey in motion. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. Throwing now, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. He is in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Chiefs. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it back. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Mahomes. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Mahomes now to throw on second down. This caught right side by Worthy. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Jamal Adams with the good coverage, able to break that one up for the defense. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On third down, Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully,
the pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead. We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Patrick to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 1-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run with Pacheco. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down at 9.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, faking the give. He finds Goodwin, and he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Atlanta. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Running is Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And and see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Got his man, that's Graham. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Tight end going in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hauled in at the 5. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football. And they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's out. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. He'll drop the throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the last.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline.
Previous play
All
is under
second
review.
looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
So
stands.
that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand.
That ties the game at 42-all.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Tony. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. A run with Pacheco. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 2.
Here's Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. They'll run here. Pacheco, 1st down and more. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get themselves into field goal.